So welcome back students. In the previous session we were discussing about the calculation of the NPSR and the gaining ratio and the two different concepts, simple case or normal case, as well as we have discussed the calculation of NPSR and the gaining ratio under the special case, which means acquired, surrendered, required, or taken away, gifted. Such type of words, if you come across in any problem, we call them as a special case. Now, we have still six more problems to complete the segment, because in the previous video we have worked out first six problems. Now we will be working out the remaining six more problems. So let's come back to sum number 7. What is given in sum number 7? Kumar, Lakshya, Manoj, and Naresh are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1 is to 4. So, first let us write the partners. So, it is given as Kumar, Lakshya, Manoj, and Naresh. So, that fourth partner is Naresh. Okay. And the given profit sharing ratio was 3 is to 2 is to 1 is to 4, which means 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4 is 10. So 3 by 10, 2 by 10, 1 by 10, and 4 by 10. It was given in the problem mentioning that the partner Kumar is retiring from the firm and his share is being taken up by Lakshya and Manoj in 3 is to 2 proportion. So, who is retiring from the firm? It is the partner Kumar. So, this particular partner Kumar is retiring from the firm and his share 3 by 10 is taken up by the other two partner. So, it is a special case. So, we'll just mark it up in such a way that let us bring this Kumar out. So I'm just going to mark Kumar over here, and his share is 3 by 10. It was given in the question that his share 3 by 10 is taken up by whom? Lakshya and Manoj. So his share of 3 by 10 is going to be taken by Lakshya and Manoj. In what proportion it is mentioned? It was mentioned in the question that the share is taken up by 3 is to 2 proportion. Okay, so it is taken in the ratio of 3 is to 2. So which means 3 by 10 of 3 by 5, and over here the same 3 by 10 of 2 by 5. So when you just multiply, you will be getting it as 9 by 50, and over here it is 6 by 50. So 9 is to 6, you are getting it as a gain. So here this 9 is to 6 is our gaining ratio. Okay, so which is nothing but this is your gaining ratio, which is 9 is to 6. This can be further simplified as 3 is to 2. That is what we have got over here. Now we need to calculate the NPSR. So NPSR, for calculating the NPSR, write down its formula. The formula for NPSR, remember the mnemonic what I said you. Song. S for sacrifice, O for old, N for new, and G for gain. So if you want to find out the new ratio, okay, you have the old ratio and sacrifice, then old minus sacrifice will give you the new ratio, right? So here do you have old ratio? Okay. Do you have the gaining ratio? Yes. So using that particular formula, you can just derive your value of NPSR. So the new ratio NPSR is equal to your old ratio plus the gain. Okay, gaining ratio. So first we'll just calculate for the partner Lakshya. So for Lakshya, the old ratio happened to be as 2 by 10 plus the gain we have got here is 9 by 50. So when you take LCM for 10 and 50, you will be getting 50 as your LCM. So 10 into 5 is 50 and 2 into 5 will be 10 plus 50 into 1 will be as 50 and over there it is 9. So 10 plus 9 will be as 19 by 50. So Lakshya, if you see, she gets 19 by 50. Coming up to the second partner, the second partner in this problem is Manoj. So for Manoj, do the calculation. The old ratio of Manoj given in the question is 1 by 10, okay, plus the gain for Manoj. What is the gain? 6 by 50. So 1 by 10 plus 6 by 50. The LCM is going to be as 50. So 10 into 5 is 50. So on numerator also multiply by 5, you get 5. And 50 into 1 is 50. So 6. This gives me 11 by 50. So Manoj and Lakshya got over. Now let me move on to a third partner called Naresh. So for Naresh, the old ratio itself will be his new ratio. So that means it was given as 4 by 10. Okay, so the 4 by 10, but the LCM we can't take in this case because we don't have anything to add for him. So just convert the denominator and numerator equivalent to 50. So multiplying this with 5 and this with 5, that gives me 5 fours are 20 by 50. So now the NPSR of the partners Lakshya, Manoj and Naresh will be, for Lakshya we got 11 by 50, that is 11, okay, and for Manoj we have got the value as, sorry, for Lakshya it is not 11, it is 19, I'm sorry, okay, for Lakshya it is 19, for Manoj it is 11, and for Naresh it is 20. When you add all these three, it should be equal to 50. So just check your answer. What is our book answer? Our book answer is given as, for partner, 19 is to 11 is to 20. Right? Gaining ratio of Lakshya and Manoj is 3 is to 2. The same what we got. Right? So clear with the problem number 7. Any doubt? So this is sum number 7. Right? Fine. So next, let's move on to problem number 8. So what is given in problem number 8? Let's work out the problem number 8. In the question, it was mentioned that there are three partners A, B, C in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 8 is to 4 is to 3. Right? So A, B, and C were partners. The profit sharing ratio given in the question is 8 is to 4 is to 3. So 8, 4, 3. When you add this, you will be getting 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. So 8 by 15, 4 by 15, and 3 by 15. Okay, what is mentioned in the question? It was mentioned in the question that partner B is retiring from the firm and his share is taken up equally by A and C. Find out the NPSR. Okay, so who is retiring from the firm? It was said like partner B. So B is a partner who is retiring, and the word used here is it is taken up. His share is taken up. So it is a special case problem. So in special case problem, just take out the partner who's retiring from the firm and make him in a sideline. So partner B, his share is 4 by 15. This was taken up by the partner A and C in equal proportion, it is mentioned. So that means 4 by 15 into 1 by 2, and again here for C it is also 4 by 15 into 1 by 2. So this will give you 4 by 30, and over here it is 4 by 30. This 4 by 30 and 4 by 30 is nothing but this is the gain which we have got it. Okay, so this is the gain which the partners have derived it from the retirement of partner B. Now you need to find out the NPSR. So for NPSR, the formula is your old ratio plus the gaining ratio. Old ratio plus gain ratio. So first let's calculate for A. For A, the old ratio happened to be as 8 by 15 plus the new ratio is 4 by 30. Now the LCM between 15 and 30 will be as 30. 15 into 2 is 30. 8 2s are 16. Plus 30 ones are 30 and 4 ones are 4. So this gives me 16 plus 4, 20 by 30. This is for A. Now similarly, calculate for the partner C. So what is the value of C? The old value was 3 by 15 plus the new one was 4 by 30, and adding the LCM. So LCM will be as 30. 15 twos are 30, 3 twos are 6, plus 30 ones are 30, and 4 ones are 4. So this gives me 10 by 30. Now just you got your NPSR among the partner A and C. So A, the value is 20, and for C it is 10. Now this becomes as simpler, so it will be as 2 is to 1. So your NPSR should be 2 is to 1. Problem number 8. Let us take it up. What is the NPSR? Here, if you go, it was mentioned the new profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 1. And remember, students, this is a special case. In special case problems, never your NPSR and your gaining ratio will be same. Gaining ratio will be different and NPSR will be different. Don't get confused. I write it here. Okay. In special case problem, okay, in special case problems, your NPSR will not be equal to, okay, in special case problems your NPSR will not be equal to or will never be equal to your gaining ratio. Both will be different. Okay, they are different. Okay, so they are different. Then in which case they'll be same? Only in simple or normal case problem. Okay, so only in simple or normal case problems your NPSR will always be equal to your GR. Okay, this will be under two cases. If your okay PSR is either pure or even if it is your fractions. Okay, this is also applicable under both when your PSR is either pure or fraction. Okay, so this special note you please make it down. This is a special note which you have to always remember. Okay, this is note number 1 and this is note number 2. With respect to problem number 8, is it clear to you all? Any doubts? Fine. Now, moving on to problem number 9. What is given in problem number 9? It is said partner A, B, and C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. So let us write the problem in the sidelines over here. Problem number 9. There are three partners: partner A, partner B, and partner C. Okay. What is the profit sharing ratio as per the problem? 5 is to 3 is to 2. Okay. So according to the problem, it is 5 is to 3 is to 2, which means 5 by 10, 3 by 10, and 2 by 10. According to the problem, it is given that partner C is retiring. So if you check it up, they are given or mentioned in the problem that C retires and his share is taken by A. So entirely C is retiring, okay, and his share is taken by A. So the C's share 2 by 10 is completely taken up by A. So that means B doesn't get anything out of this. So here the gain goes only to the partner A. So NPSR is equal to your old ratio plus the gain. So for A, the old ratio was 5 by 10 plus the new ratio, there is a gain, is only from partner C. The entire share of partner C goes to A. So that means it is 2 by 10. So 5 plus 2 is 7 by 10. Whereas for partner B, it is going to be as the old one as such, it is 3 by 10. So therefore, your NPSR in this case, it is going to be between A and B 7 is to 3. Just check your answer. The value, okay, for partner A and B is 7 is to 3. Fine. Any doubt up to ninth problem? Okay. So let me move on to problem number 10. Who are the partners? Murali, Naveen, and Om Prakash. Okay. Just let us have the problem number 10 over here. Murali, Naveen, and Om Prakash. There are three partners. Okay. What is the profit sharing ratio? It is given in fraction 3 by 8, 1 by 2, 1 by 8. 3 by 8, 1 by 2, and 1 by 8. It was said in the question that partner Murali is retiring from the firm. Okay, it was given or mentioned in the question that Murali retires, and the word used here is surrendered. If you just look into it, the word they have used is surrendered. So that means Murali has surrendered a portion of his share in favor of Naveen and remaining in favor of Om Prakash. Can you able to understand the problem? So here, if you see, it is not only one person who takes over. Okay, it is going to the partner Murali. That is Murali share is going to two individuals. Okay, so the word used here is surrender. I'm making sense to you. So please don't blindly follow up. Okay, understand the concept and then follow it. Okay, so just I'm making a change of my knowledge to you. Okay, so it is mentioned like, I'm sorry. So the share of Murli is going to be taken up by two partners. Okay, just a minute. So who's going to take over Murali's share? Read the question once again. Just a minute. So the word used here is another. Just a minute. There is some issue. Okay. So if you see here, it is used like surrender. Okay. So two-third of his share in favor of Naveen. So now what is the concept is Murali is retiring from the firm. Okay. So I'll write Murali in the sideline. His share is 3 by 8, and obviously his share 3 by 8 goes to the continuing partner Naveen and Om Prakash, but it was said in the question that he surrendered two-thirds of his share in favor of Naveen. Okay, so that means what is the share? 3 by 8. So that means out of the 3 by 8, he has surrendered two-thirds in favor of Naveen. Now you just remember one thing, if the total share is 3, out of 3, if 2 is given to someone, the balance will be how much? 1. So that is one third. Okay, so out of two third, Naveen takes away, the remaining balance will be one third. So that will be taken by Om Prakash. So we need to calculate what is 3 8 of one third. This will give you 3 twos are 6 by 24, and here it is going to be as 3 by 24. So this is nothing but the gain what we have got it. This is nothing but the gain which we have received. Now compute the NPSR by using the formula. So it is the old ratio plus the gain ratio. So that means first let's calculate for Naveen. For Naveen the old ratio was 1 by 2. Okay, now one thing which I forgot to do in the initial stages, the bases of these partners are not similar, right? The base, if you see, it is not similar. For Murli and for Om Prakash, it is quite similar. It is 8 and it is 8. Whereas for Naveen, it is not 8, it's 2. So I just want to make this base similar. So I'll multiply the numerator and denominator by 4. So that means it gives me in such a way 3 by 8 and then 4 by 8 and 1 by 8. This should be a first step. I forgot to do this. Apart from that, other things are quite okay. Now I just want to do for Naveen. For Naveen, the old share is now 4 by 8 plus the new share is 6 by 24. When I add this, I should take LCM for 8 and 24, which will be as 24. Now 8 threes are 24, 4 threes are 12, plus 24 ones are 24, and 6 ones are 6. So this gives me 12 plus 6 is 18 by 24. Now similarly calculated for Om Prakash. So for Om Prakash, the old ratio, it was mentioned as 1 by 8 plus your gain for Om Prakash is 3 by 24. So when you add 3 by 24 with this, it gives you the LCM as 24, 8 threes are 24, 1 threes are 3, plus 24 ones are 24, and 3 ones are 3. So this gives me 3 plus 3 is 6 by 24. So now my NPSR between the two partners, that is Naveen and Om Prakash, right? It is Naveen and Om Prakash. So this gives me 18 is to 6, which is nothing but it will be as 3 is to 1. So my NPSR between the partner is 3 is to 1. You can just cross verify your answer, check it out what is given for the partner. It is given as 3 is to 1, the new profit sharing ratio, and gaining ratio, as it is mentioned, 2 is to 1. That is the surrendering part. Okay, as I mentioned here, no, this is your gain. Two-third you are given to one person, then mean the remaining one-third will go to the other person. So this is nothing but your gaining ratio. Any doubt up to this 10 problems? Hope it is very clear, easy, right? So moving on to problem number 11. So what is given in 11th problem? Let's take it out and make it fast. In the 11th problem, it is mentioned as Om, Ram, and Shanti are partners. So now we have got three partners, namely Om, right? This is problem number 12. Om, Ram, and the other partner was Shanti. Okay. They are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in what ratio? 4 is to 3 is to 2. Am I right? It is given like 4 is to 3 is to 2. Okay, so write there PSR 4, 3, 2, which means 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay, 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 2 by 9. I'm sorry, this is not the 12th problem, this is the 11th problem. Thank you for reminding me. So Om, Ram, and Shanti, these are the partners. Okay, and their old profit sharing ratio is 4 is to 3 is to 2. In the question, is given like Ram is retiring. So the retiring partner in this case is Ram, and he retires from the firm. They have asked us to calculate the NPSR of Om and Shanti in following cases. So it's a case based problem. Okay, so Ram is retiring, so he retires. Okay, Ram retires. What is the cases? Case 1, it is mentioned that if Ram gives his share to Om and Shanti in the original ratio of Om and Shanti. Okay, so first case it was mentioned that if Ram gives his share, okay, to Om and Shanti in the original ratio of Om and Shanti. So which means what will be the ratio? 4 is to 2, right? Exactly. So in this case, Om and Shanti. So the old ratio of Om and Shanti is 4 is to 2. This, if you simplify, you will get 2 is to 1. So this is what they have mentioned. If Ram gives his share to Om and Shanti in the original ratio of Om and Shanti. So in the original ratio, it is 2 is to 1. Any doubt in the first case? Right. Now in the second case, case 2, if Ram gives his share to Om and Shanti in equal proportion. So here it is given as equal proportion, which means the share of Ram 3/9, okay, 3 by 9th share will be given to Om and Shanti in 1 is to 1 proportion. That means 3 by 9 into 1 by 2, and here 3 by 9 into 1 by 2. When you multiply it, be 3 by 18 and 3 by 18. This you will add up with the old ratio of Om and Shanti, that gives you the NPSR. I'm just going to guide you in 11th problem. I'm not going to work out the 11th problem. It's you who's going to work it out. And if at all you find any hiccup in doing the problem, you can get it clarified. You can just ping me or text me or comment me in the section. And please, a humble request, if you really like the video, kindly share with your friends and with other members, whoever has taken commerce group. So this is completely, we are providing you the knowledge session, step by step procedures, and we are explaining you how to execute the problems and how to work out the problem and how to present the problem with the working notes. Please look at the video completely and give your valuable feedback, whether you like it or not, and whatever the doubts that you have it, and please share it and give the comments. Okay, that gives us a motivation to give further videos or to upload the next videos. So in the case 2, you got the gain 3 by 18 and 3 by 18. This should be added with the old ratio of 4 by 9 and 2 by 9 with Om and Shanti respectively. Case 3, it is mentioned that the partner Ram gives his share to Om and Shanti in the ratio 3 is to 1. Okay, so here also it's nothing more difficult. In case 3, okay, the ratio 3 is to 1 is used up. So the retiring partner is Ram and his share is 3 by 9. This 3 by 9 share has been given up to the partner Om and Shanti, and here in this case it is in the ratio of 3 is to 1. So that means 3 by 9 into 3 by 4, and here 3 by 9 into 1 by 4. So this gives me 3 threes are 9 by 9 fours are 36, and here 3 by 36. So now this are the gain. This should be added with the old ratio, that gives you the NPSR. The last, if Ram gives his share only to Om. So in the same pattern, we have also worked out a previous problem. You can just have that for the case 4 base. So case 4, okay, the base, we can take it from the previous problem. We have already worked this type of problem. And now comes the last, that is a 12th problem. Okay, so what is given in the 12th problem is there are three partners P, Q and R. Okay, there are three partners in this case, namely P, Q and R. And what I have said the question, yeah, so the partners P, Q and R sharing profits and losses in 7 is to 5 is to 3. P retires, and it is decided that profit sharing ratio between the continuing partner, if suppose P is retiring, okay, the continuing partner will be Q and R. So that's what they said, the partner, okay, who's going to share the profits between these two partners Q and R is going to be as existing between P and Q. So among P and Q, what was it? It is 7 is to 3. So the same 7 is to 3 is going to be in existence. I'm making sense? Sorry, it is between P and Q. Okay, that means 7 is to 5, not 7 is to 3. It is between 7 is to 5. Okay, so calculate the new profit sharing ratio and the gaining ratio. You got your NPSR, you have your old ratio. You can find out your new ratio as well as gain with this concept. So with this, we are putting an end to the first concept, calculation of NPSR and gaining ratios. We'll catch you up with the accounting treatment for goodwill in my next video. Until then, thank you and goodbye from Kaushik Nagarajan.